It's not exactly breaking news that former President Donald Trump has a bit of a unique approach to foreign policy. Remember that time he wanted to buy Greenland? Yeah, that really happened. Not just a passing thought, mind you. He repeatedly expressed serious interest in the United States acquiring Greenland. Why anyone would think that the world's largest island is just up for grabs like some used car is beyond me, but that's a whole other story. Trump's reasoning, national security, of course. The man loves a good national security argument, even when it makes as much sense as a screen door on a submarine. He even suggested that acquiring Greenland was going to happen one way or another. Now, I'm no expert, but threatening to take over a sovereign nation doesn't exactly scream peaceful negotiation. He doubled down on this whole Greenland thing during a meeting with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, and if that wasn't enough, he even brought it up in his joint address to Congress. This wasn't just some off-the-cuff remark, it was a full-blown foreign policy objective. But here's the thing. Greenland wasn't exactly putting out the welcome mat. In fact, they practically bolted the door shut. Turns out the people who actually live in Greenland aren't so keen on becoming the 51st state. Go figure. The people of Greenland, understandably, weren't thrilled with the idea of being treated like some sort of real estate deal. Polls showed overwhelming opposition to joining the United States, with many viewing Trump's interest as a blatant land grab. Greenland's leaders, both current and future, have made it abundantly clear that they have no desire to swap their current status for a spot on the US map. They're not exactly jumping at the chance to be governed by a country that can't even seem to agree on its own healthcare system. Instead, Greenland is focused on charting its own course. There's a growing movement for full independence from Denmark. They want to control their own destiny, their own resources, and their own future. And honestly, who can blame them? This desire for self-determination is about more than just rejecting Trump's advances. It's about preserving their culture, their language, and their way of life. It's about recognizing that Greenland is not just a piece of land to be bartered or traded, but a vibrant society with its own unique identity. So, why all the fuss about Greenland? Why is everyone suddenly so interested in this icy island? Well, for starters, it's strategically located. We're talking prime real estate in the Arctic, right smack dab in the middle of key sea routes between North America and Europe. And as climate change rears its ugly head, those shipping lanes are becoming increasingly important. The Arctic is melting, folks, and that means new trade routes are opening up. Greenland is sitting pretty right in the middle of it all, but it's not just about location. Greenland is also home to a US missile defense base, just in case anyone gets any funny ideas about launching a nuclear attack. It's like having a guard dog, but instead of barking, it shoots down intercontinental ballistic missiles. And then there's the small matter of natural resources. We're talking rare earth minerals, the kind that make your smartphone light up and your electric car go vroom. China currently dominates the rare earth market, and let's just say the United States isn't exactly thrilled about that. Greenland, with its vast, untapped reserves, is looking mighty tempting. It's like finding a $20 bill in your old jeans, except instead of $20, it's billions of dollars worth of minerals. Let's be real, acquiring Greenland was never going to be a walk in the park. For starters, there's that whole pesky issue of public opinion, the fact that Greenlanders have absolutely zero interest in becoming part of the United States. Then there's the economic viability. Extracting those precious resources is going to be expensive. We're talking harsh environments, limited infrastructure, and logistical nightmares that would make a polar bear sweat. And let's not forget about the environmental impact. Mining, no matter how you slice it, is tough on the environment. And the Arctic is already facing enough challenges from climate change. The last thing it needs is a bunch of mining companies digging it up. The future of Greenland is uncertain. Will they remain a part of Denmark? Will they achieve full independence? Will they strike some sort of deal with the United States or another global power? Only time will tell.